make money from search ads, but they don't track you. Join the millions of people protecting their personal information by downloading DuckDuckGo today at DuckDuckGo.com.
Take the next left onto County Road 96.
We're monitoring lots of breaking news this Friday afternoon. Vice Presidential candidate J.D. Vance is about to speak at a campaign event in Lindale, Georgia. In the next hour, Greenfield is holding a White House press.
Hulston Mill Historical Park, located in Dade County, Missouri, is a site rich with history, offering a glimpse into life in the Ozarks during the 19th and early 20th centuries. The park is centered around Hulston Mill, a historic water-powered grist mill that once played a vital role in the local community. The original mill on the site was built in the 1840s. Like many mills of the time, it was essential to the local economy, providing flour and meal for families in the surrounding rural areas. During its early years, the mill was operated by several different owners, serving as a hub for local farmers to process their grain. During the Civil War, Missouri was a hotbed of conflict, and Hulston Mill, like many locations in the region, was affected. The mill became a significant site during this tumultuous period. The mill was burned down in 1863 during the war, a common fate for many structures in the region, as skirmishes and guerrilla warfare disrupted the area. The mill was rebuilt after the war, continuing its service to the community. By the early 20th century, with advancements in technology and the rise of larger, centralized mills, smaller grist mills like Hulston Mill began to decline. As transportation and manufacturing improved, the need for local mills lessened. The Hulston Mill eventually ceased operation in the 1940s. In 1967, local historian Howard Hulston purchased the mill site, recognizing its historical value. He undertook efforts to restore the mill, ensuring that future generations could appreciate this piece of local history. His work laid the foundation for what would eventually become Hulston Mill Historical Park. In 1976, during the United States bicentennial celebrations, the mill was officially reopened to the public, commemorating both its history and the nation's 200th anniversary. Over time, the park was expanded to include other historic buildings, and it became a center for educational and cultural activities in the region. Today, the park is operated by the Hulston Mill Heritage Association and serves as a historical site where visitors can see the mill in action, along with other restored structures such as cabins and barns, all representing life in the Ozarks from the 19th and early 20th centuries. The park hosts the annual Civil War Days, a popular event where reenactments, craft demonstrations, and historical presentations bring the past to life. Hulston Mill Historical Park stands as a tribute to the early settlers of southwest Missouri, preserving their legacy and offering insight into the agricultural and industrial history of the area. Hulston Mill features several historic buildings that provide a glimpse into the region's past. The centerpiece is the Hulston Mill, a restored water-powered grist mill built in the 1840s. It still stands by Turnback Creek, where it originally operated, and showcases the traditional milling process that served local farmers. In addition to the mill, the site includes a blacksmith shop, demonstrating the craft and tools used by blacksmiths during the 19th century. There is also a log cabin, giving visitors an idea of early pioneer life. The schoolhouse on the grounds represents the one-room schools that were common in rural Missouri during that era. Together, these buildings create an immersive historical experience, allowing visitors to explore the way of life from the early days of settlement in the region. The area is preserved as part of Hulston Mill Park, which hosts events like reenactments and festivals to celebrate the local history. The cabin is a fine example of pioneer log construction. Made from hand-hewn logs, it features traditional wood joinery techniques, with a rustic yet solid design typical of cabins built during the 1800s. The two-story structure suggests that it might have been one of the larger and more substantial homes of the time, possibly housing a large family or serving multiple functions within the community. Cabins like this were often multifunctional, serving as both living quarters and working spaces. The cabin at Hulston Mill Park has been preserved as part of the park's broader mission to educate visitors about the rural and pioneer life of Southwest Missouri, offering a glimpse into the region's agricultural history and the self-sustaining practices of early settlers. The schoolhouse at Hulston Mill is a classic example of a one-room schoolhouse, representing the kind of rural education common in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. These small, single-room buildings were typical in rural communities, where one teacher would instruct students of various ages and grade levels together. The schoolhouse at Hulston Mill is part of the historic site that preserves Missouri's past, allowing visitors to step back in time and see how children in the area were educated during that era. The building is furnished with period-appropriate desks, a chalkboard, and other educational materials from the time. It reflects the simple but effective schooling that many rural students experienced, emphasizing basic subjects like reading, writing, and arithmetic. As part of Hulston Mill Park, the schoolhouse is open at times to visitors who can learn about the history of education in rural America while exploring the broader historical setting of the mill and its surrounding buildings. The park is a hidden gem in Dade County and a great spot for a weekend getaway or day trip, especially if you're into history, outdoor activities, or just want a quiet retreat in the countryside. Now let's turn our attention to Greenfield, Missouri, a short drive from Hulston Mill and the county seat of Dade County, Missouri. Greenfield, Missouri is a small town located in the southwestern part of the state. It serves as the county seat of Dade County and has a rich historical background reflecting the charm of rural America. With a population of around 1,300 residents, Greenfield is known for its close-knit community and quiet, small-town atmosphere. The town is situated near Stockton Lake, a popular spot for outdoor activities like fishing, boating, and camping, which draws visitors looking to enjoy the natural beauty of the Ozarks. Agriculture, particularly cattle farming, is a key part of the local economy, contributing to the region's rural character. Greenfield has a historic downtown area with buildings dating back to the late 19th and early 20th centuries, giving it a quaint, nostalgic feel. The town celebrates its history through local events and gatherings, often centered around the courthouse square. Like many small towns in Missouri, Greenfield offers a slower pace of life with strong community ties and a focus on family and tradition. It's a place where people take pride in their heritage and enjoy a peaceful, rural lifestyle. The City Park in Greenfield, Missouri is a popular gathering place for local residents and visitors, offering a range of recreational facilities and green spaces for relaxation. Like many small-town parks, it serves as a hub for community events, outdoor activities, and social gatherings. As of the latest available data, the median household income in Greenfield is typically lower than the national average. In recent years, the median household income has been reported to be around $30,000 to $40,000 annually, though this can fluctuate based on local economic factors.
Thanks for watching. Down below in the comments section, leave us a comment and tell us what you think of our adventure today. We'd love to hear from you. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed yet, tap that subscribe button and click that notification bell so you won't miss any of our upcoming videos. Thanks for bumming around with us today. Safe travels, and may the good Lord take a liking to you.